These are the plaintiffs, Sharon Gilbert and Davina Brown Johnson. Sharon says she and her niece Davina rented an apartment from the defendant, and they were soon horrified to discover the place was infested with lice. After a few months, they decided to leave. The defendant said he would let them out of their lease, and now they can't seem to get the slumlord to return their $3,600 in security. So they're suing. This is the defendant, Sam. He says the plaintiff was a nightmare tenant who snuck her fugitive boyfriend into the place so he could hide from the police. The plaintiffs damaged the place, cracked the toilet, put holes in the walls, and left all kinds of garbage behind. He just renovated the apartment. It was beautiful when he rented it to the plaintiffs. Now he needs their security money to fix it up again. He's accused of Mickey Mousing around with tenants.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff rented from the defendant. Turns out the place was overridden by mice. They bailed and the landlord won't return their security. Now the defendant says the plaintiffs were a nightmare. They even cracked the toilet. It's the case of Untidy Bowl.
Thank you, Doug.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Sharon Gilbert and Davina Brown Johnson. Okay, what is the relationship between you two?
It's my niece.
Your niece. So the two of you found a place to live. Are you the owner of it?
Yes.
Okay. And you sign a lease for how long?
For a year.
Okay. How long have you two lived together?
Well, technically, we didn't live together. We signed the lease together. I wanted to move her closer to me because she helps with caring for my children.
Oh, okay.
I work and travel out of state, so.
All right. I got you. I love your blouse.
Thank you.
Magnificent.
Thanks.
Distracted as can be. All right. So you, but do you sign the lease together or no?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So now you lived there for how long?
9 months.
All right. You had a 1-year lease.
Yes.
You asked to be let out of it. Why?
Sam decided that I was asking to do too many things. That's how I saw it. And once he decided that, he felt that he needed to just offer me out of the lease. So he did.
Yeah, but why did you accept it?
I accepted because I didn't like the
Okay.
conditions.
So the two of you agree to
Yes,
go ahead and cut it short. All right. And then there's a walkthrough.
Yes.
And then you're waiting for your check.
Yes.
And you don't get your check.
Never.
All right. Now, I see a series of texts between you and Sam.
Yes.
Where Sam is saying things like, the check is in the mail.
Right.
It's been sent certified mail.
Mm-hmm.
When she asks, well, can I see the proof that it was sent certified mail? Absolutely. As soon as the secretaries come back from lunch, they'll send it to you. Blah, 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 blah. There was never a check sent.
Correct.
Oh, why were you lying to them?
I was trying to convince my partner, and I was getting into a big back and forth with him in reference to releasing some money back to them.
Okay. How much was that security deposit?
$3,200 in total.
No.
How much was the security deposit?
$3,600.
Okay. Why do you say it was 32?
She got a partial refund when she moved in
How?
Never did.
by check.
That didn't
Can I
happen.
see the check?
Of course.
Oh, I have proof for that as well. I'm gonna show. No, you moved the thing. You moved it slow, like you don't want to get it out.
Okay. The check written to you and
Here it
deposited
is.
into your
Here's-
account for $400 on
Okay,
July.
but I'm gonna show you
hello.
why. Okay.
On July 6th, he says that was in. Why did you give a partial refund of a security deposit?
There was work being done in the apartment.
And it hadn't been concluded.
It wasn't finished in a timely manner, and there was a little bit of a back and forth, so I offered that.
Okay. So it's her money.
Text that show.
That's a big offer on your part. Why don't you just offer to rebate rent? That would have been meaningful. All right, listen up. Ma'am, what's your answer to this? He says he wrote you a $400.
That check he was repaying me because I paid the helper in order to get the keys.
She was at the apartment, and there was a helper, I guess like a handyman.
Who's handyman?
His handyman.
Okay.
And she needed the keys to the apartment. I wasn't there at the time. She paid the handyman. We had the texts that we paid the handyman for him, and he gave the money back.
Prove that. Why would you pay the
Wait a
guy?
minute. I paid him because I really wanted to get into the apartment.
I'm sorry, but that's somebody else's problem. It's, I don't understand.
So she gave the deposit, and 3 days later, she still didn't have keys.
So here's the proof right here.
And I'm out of state, and I'm asking her, is our stuff in there? And she's still not in the apartment.
All right, on July 5th, she writes you, she texts you, hello, Sam, the info, please. And you write, I have not heard back from him yet. As soon as I do, I will reach out to you. What were you talking about on July 5th?
It's okay.
She answers, my going to pick up the keys is only because I have to have access to the apartment in the morning because Verizon is coming in the morning. You say, understood. As soon as I hear from him, I will let you know immediately. Why is someone paying rent for 3 days without access to the apartment?
Because there was still work being done there.
Let me know. Why aren't you there to give your tenant the access? Why won't you get up off of whatever you're doing and go provide the key?
Handyman put in a new lock with new keys. I didn't have them, otherwise I would have.
Let me know when he's on 140th Avenue, please. I will go meet this person. Are you sure this person's going to come? Answer, yes. Sam, you don't have to speak to me rudely. I did nothing to you. I wanted to know if you wanted me to give him money for you or not. So there must have been a phone call.
Yes, I finally was able to speak with Juan, and he says, oh, I'm not giving you anything until he pays me.
Apparently you know this fellow well, or he knows you well. So I could give him money if you need me is all, Sam. You say, thanks. Do you want me to give him money and how much? And you say, please make a $400 check. I can be there tomorrow to pay you back. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, see?
So you're a liar.
Can I see that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Don't let him drop my phone.
He drops your phone, he's paying for your phone. He's not gonna drop your phone. In fact, don't hand him the phone, just show it to him. You can scroll up and down to see if it sounds like you.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I see it.
Okay. Why would you look me in the eye and under oath tell me that you gave her a $400 rebate so her security deposit is only $3,200 when that is a bold-faced lie?
Do landlords typically wrongfully withhold security when tenants move?
I don't think so.
Or you think they're on the up and up?
Yeah, some may do, but not all of them.
What do you say?
I think it depends on the landlord.
It does depend. Is there a general thing here?
In this case, I would say that they're probably in the wrong.
Going inside the courtroom.
You reimbursed her this $400 check for money that you asked her to pay the handyman because the handyman doesn't even trust you.
That's not what I recalled, so.
But it's right there.
It is right there. I'm not
That's kinda
disputing that
big.
it's there.
That's kind of big to not recall. Wow. So now you live there for X number of months and you want out and he wants you out. You get out. There's all these texts back and forth where he's promising to send a picture of the certified check, of the certified mail of the check that he sent you. And it's all a big lie. Just stall, stall, stall.
Yes.
Here's my question. Why are you keeping her $3,600? Why?
There's damage to the apartment.
Sure. Show me the damage. There's some pictures that you introduced into evidence.
And I have more for you, Judge.
What is that?
That's a mounting bracket that was installed into the wall, so they
That
can
has
hang
nothing to do-
some sort of a shade.
Okay. And what was your response to that?
That I did not do that. I did not leave that apartment like that. I have pictures of while I was.
Were there shades there?
I had curtains up. You know, I can actually show you pictures afterwards.
Okay,
That was
let
when
me
I
see your
did that
pictures.
Also,
What room is that?
It's one of the bedrooms. It's only a 2-bedroom apartment, so
What is that a picture of?
that's just a mark on the wall.
What is it you wanted me to see in this picture? No, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're
These
speaking to me?
are his
Oh.
pictures. What did you want me to
It's
see in his?
just to show that they left some debris on the floor there.
Absolutely not. I have
Okay,
pictures.
just a second. What is this supposed to show me?
That's the skylight. There's a missing rod, which allows you to operate it, to open it and close it for ventilation.
A missing rod?
Yeah, there's a rod that hooks onto it so they can open it and close it.
Okay.
That rod
Do you know
was
what happened to
missing.
the rod?
the rod was still in the apartment.
Where?
Or in the closet where it should have
Why
been.
was it in the closet?
Because that's where it was. That's where he initially got it out from to give it to me to so that I could open and close the that's where I kept it, in that closet.
This is it? One of the things that you said you were keeping money for were stains on the floor. Do you have pictures of that?
I don't.
Do you have proof that do you have proof of what these damages supposedly totaled out to?
I do. I have an invoice.
Let me see that. Is this the same handyman who didn't trust you to pay him $400?
No.
Okay. Okay, this is a piece of paper with, oh, it is, Juan. It is the same handyman.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Do you have proof that you paid this?
I don't have the proof with me, but I do have proof.
Here's where you need it, because we're in court now. You're getting sued for it. If you had paid it, you would be here with proof instead of just typewriting on a piece of paper, which is worthless, right? because I could type right on a piece of paper. Oddly, the name that is on there is the same guy who didn't trust him to give him the $400. It's good old Juan.
That's right.
Are you kidding me? You are a slumlord. You just figure that you will keep the money and she won't fight you. She won't stand up for her rights. She will just kind of sail off into the sunset. You're also greedy as can be, because most unscrupulous landlords who keep money, they shouldn't keep it in a reasonable amount. They don't try to keep the entire thing. You've got some marks on the wall and things you could actually try to keep some money for, and instead, you make me question everything you do by lying about the $400 or not remembering it. Maybe your judgment's just off. I don't know. But see, you don't inspire trust. You don't. Not in Juan and not in me. So let's see. Plaintiff's evidence pictures. These are the pictures while you lived there. I don't see anything that has the curtain rods that he took a photo of. Nothing.
That's what I was
don't
trying
even
to show you.
recognize
I
those
found
curtain
the picture
rods.
from the walkthrough and to prove against his photograph.
This is her apartment doesn't have those curtain rods.
It had him right in the other
I
bedroom.
saw that you handed me a picture of a curtain rod. I'm looking at her apartment and she has a photograph of every single room when it's still adorned with everything that she had in there, and there is no curtain rod like the one you took a picture of. I can't trust a word out of your mouth, and I'm ordering you to return the entire $3,600 verdict for Ms. Gilbert and Ms. Johnson.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiffs are going to get all of their money back, the $3,600. Sam, this didn't make you look too good. What do you
not
have
at all.
to say?
I should have been better prepared for this. Should have had my evidence with me.
Wow, I mean, yeah, you really did not
Yeah.
look good at all.
I know.
Sam, the slumlord, that's what she's calling you. Okay, all right. I feel sorry for you, okay?
Thanks.
On your way. Here come the plaintiffs now. Ms. Gilbert, Ms.
Hi.
Brown Johnson.
How are you?
You must be feeling good now,
I'm feeling fantastic.
I bet you are. How you feel?
I feel great. He's a criminal. He needs to be exposed. He's a joker by trade. He was charming on the phone, but his actions totally contradicted everything that he promised us. In writing, on the phone, texts, everything he did contradicted.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
for you for
Yeah.
sticking up for your rights.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're living in a nice place now?
Yeah.
You happy?
Absolutely.
Good
Yeah.
for you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, when somebody lies about one thing in court, like the landlord did, it really kind of destroys their credibility. That is simply why, in this case, the tenant got all of the money back.